proprietary rights over Einstein's theory and Michio Kaku's theory. Arigatou gozaimasu, konbanwa. E energy supposed to equal the speed of light squared times mass. On the energy side, you need to divide by dark matter twice. On the energy side, you need to perform a function of n two neutrino particles to the power of n. On the matter side, you have dark energy and dark matter. Dark energy comprises about 70 to 90% of the universe. Matter comprises a very small portion, about 1%, and dark matter is the rest of stuff. So on the energy side, we have energy over dark matter twice. On the matter side, we have dark energy and two neutrino particles per particle of dark matter. The two neutrinos come out of a different dimension, one of the two dimensions that are formed from the ancient pigments called Egyptian blue and Chinese purple in a 45 Tesla magnet. It has been shown to split the matter into two-dimensional planes that are waves, intersecting or not. The photoelectric part of the speed of light, parentheses, symbolic of AC current, unparentheses, the crests and the troughs of the sound traveling quality of the gravitational distortions or gravitational waves in the soup of photonic power. On the speed of light side, actually the speed of light in a vacuum is not the speed of light anymore. It's the speed that sounds travel through the double slit experiment in the multidimensional wave of photons over, let's see, E and all the other stuff over, multiplied by all the stuff I stated for the speed of light and matter over the dimension quality of neutrinos, dark energy, and the photonic quantum fluctuation of the AC quality of the soup of photons. All of this from the simplest factor, simplest common denominator on both sides of the equal sign. The E side is a Fibonacci series. The MC side is an anti-Fibonacci series. Counting down from the highest common denominator to backwards. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and so on. String theory is the equal sign, the lowest common denominator that cannot be proved or unproved, but serves as a thought experiment. Then between the E side and the MC side, from macro to quantum states, the common denominator is gravitational waves, which are small distortions in the fabric of space-time, allowing for the forward and reverse motion of time. The Big Bang happens all the time while you're not paying attention. From moment to moment, there is no present. There is only the recollection of the past for 0.68 seconds, and the arrival of the future is heralded by neutrinos backwards through time. The fluctuation of time happens around the Big Bang, that happens all the time, and time then begins again, slows down to the present as you perceive it 0.68 seconds ago. Then slowly, gradually transverses into the future, goes really fast, goes through all of recorded future history to the end of time, where mankind has been shown to reverse the decaying of the cold universe, gathering all matter into one start, reset point, send the dogs in. No, wait, don't send the dogs in, send me. I report back from beyond the curtain of light that the time portal experiment on the USS Nimitz, in the fusion reactor in the belly of the ship, where time is held in sway, comma, due to Area 51 safeguards. I cannot mention anything else about the time portal experiment. Philadelphia experiment, successful in the past, with repercussions for the future, held in sway by the present 0.7 seconds ago. Relative to perception of the past, one tin soldier goes in, nobody comes back out. At the instant, matter cools down enough for gravity to unliquefy. Then, slowly, time is reversed from the standpoint of the creation of the universe and the destruction of it to save it. All happens at the same time, infinitesimally small, yet lasts forever. One particle is born. The universe takes shape. The God particle is the neutrino. The neutrino gives birth to 3 particles. The electron escapes the cloud, and dark matter joins by 2 particles. Another neutrino escapes the cloud. The 12 multidimensional states that exist according to string theory and michio Kaku then becomes a flat universe, cooling and distorting around the quantum gravitational fluctuations that ceased after they were cooled enough to produce light, and then that light reverberated against the sound of the creation of the universe. Then time inside the bubble before time was formed. It was an accident, time was. The God particle accidentally created time. Then time created itself in its own image and reverberated against the stone in the pond. And the ripples magnified and intensified the process of time, the accident of light, and the escape of information. The God particle, the 2 neutrinos, released the first electron, and the first electron traveled free. The first electron is responsible for quantum leap. The quantum leap is mankind's smallest measurement of something that happens instantaneously, skips an orbit, the orbit cloud of the electron changes, the electron disappears, goes somewhere, and then comes back instantaneously. No one knows where it goes. I do. There's only one electron in the universe. Creates everything that you know. You think with it. Everybody does. It's part of everything. There's only one electron in the holographic universe. There are 2 neutrinos entangled to each other. The straight one is the God particle. The curly one is the Lucius particle. According to Christianity, this is how blue starboard light. AR off. Virtual reality. Holodeck engaged. The God particle is the straight neutrino, followed by its entangled pair of dark matter particles. Dark matter particles So on the list we have the straight and the curly neutrino pair entangled. We have two particles of dark matter entangled. We have one electron unentangled and free. Travels forwards and backwards through time. It's responsible for the birth of matter, and due to the intense feedback system that the accident of time created, protons and neutrons, which are entangled pairs, basically weigh the same amount. So we have an electron that's responsible for all matter, thought, and energy. So we have two dark matter particles followed and heralded by two neutrino particles, the God particle and the Lucius particle. One curly, one straight. We have the proton and the neutron. Beyond firmament, which is old-fashioned language for outer space, when the waters were split in Genesis, we have time as an accident and a facilitator of the destruction of the universe and the creation of it, thereby allowing for the birth, the death, and the resurrection of the God particle, enabling thought to understand itself and become the fifth force behind strong and weak nuclear forces, magnetism, and gravity. Then we have the force, the sixth force of dark energy. Then we have the seventh force, which is that of the backwards time travel of the curly Lucius particle. So we have forward traveling time with the straight God particle, and we have backwards trailing time with the curly Lucius particle. So the boundary between thought and matter has been crossed. Mankind saves this information and uses it to destroy the universe in order for the whole thing to start again. So while you're not paying attention, time stops, the Big Bang happens, time starts again. You don't notice anything. Time gradually slows down, reverses, then goes back. So basically, wherever you are, you're in the past and the future for about 0.7 seconds. And when you notice what's going on, you don't realize you're traveling backwards through time. So the perception that time travels forwards is due to evolution and the hindrance of our cognition. Lieutenant Lucius out. Over.